to Chasing the Dream on Alma, Missouri. We're gonna go put some lime down before we get to some seeding of our new grass field. And I just realized I left all those on, so we're gonna take those off. Set up a few new things. I'll show y'all in a second what I'm talking about and why I needed those on. Just make sure I put them in the right place, you know? But yeah, we got a little plowing done last night, so these fields should be connected now. I want to put some lime down and get the pH level back up. So let's get this course off. Got a few other things we added to the barn, or our whole farm system that we have. So I'm excited to show you shortly. Cleared that course, right? Good. Great job. Outstanding. It's all one field. We're going to call that field 3. And we'll do headland. Should be enough. See what we get for our course here. Probably have to fill up a few times. It's like it's starting to rain again a little bit. Maybe it was raining when I pulled up here, but anyway, I hope you all have been well. And we don't want to do that. We're going to go first point. It's probably still the same spot. We're going to get some line put down, and we're going to just get this all on the same page as far as, you know, stage of growth. So get the lime down there. Like I said, he'll probably run out pretty quick. And actually, you know what? Let's probably have to come right back to him. I want to show you guys what we did. You kind of see him right there. So we took this little section, cleared some trees out, put some gravel down, and we got some silos. So over here, these will store solid fertilizer. Figured 3 of them should be enough for us because we're not really using too much solid fertilizer. 3 Pioneer will be seed. We're still going to have to purchase a little seed from Pioneer just to kind of offset the prices of these silos and the connection that goes through Meridian. The West deals we paid straight up for, so I'm not worried about. And these 3 are already full. The truck came yesterday, so we got 189 yards of lime in all 3 of these. Then there is no seed in any of these yet. Still have the other one at the barn that I need to transfer over here. May actually just run it out for the time being, so we'll see about that. Where's this guy at? So he's rolling through it pretty quick. I'm not surprised. So I'll have to probably head back up, get him refilled. Probably should almost set up my first course for that. While we're at it. But he's rolling right along. I mean, lime usually never takes long. So I'm not too worried about it. I was hoping the rain was going to hold off a little bit longer. I think it did start raining as soon as we got to the field though. Which is unfortunate, but it happens. You gotta roll with it, and there we go. So we'll jump in this time. We want to try to get this all set up to work correctly, and we'll look at our auto drive. Let's see what we got here. What do we want to call like a field 3? You know what, we might just make one that breaks off this corner, just so it's a different little track. Or you know what? We can call one of these right at the end of field 3. I think right there. I think for right now we're just gonna mark that. Call that field 3. Field 9, they're together. We'll call it entry. So let's go up here, let's get that selected. We'll drive around. That should get us right in there every time, so. And the way I think I want to pull into all this. Try to look at our situation here. Probably have to move that one auger. So we know this one comes back, connects to here. What I'm fine with. And we're gonna loop up here. Loop that one too far. That's not really letting me do what I want to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to demark this one. Naturally, course plate now is going to get on there. That's not what we wanted. That'll have to do. What I kind of want this to do, which is what we're going to do right here. We want line. So what I am going to do temporarily, move this guy off to the side. Keep him out of the mix for right now. So we get seed filled up. Like I said, we got to order one of these at least has to be filled by Pioneer. And yeah, so we're gonna mark that lime 3. Lime 3 fill. So that works there. Probably not getting an actual fill icon from anything in there. And honestly, keep that going, but we want to move this down a little bit more, I think. We want to make sure we're getting under it. We'll stop here. You got two options, okay? So we can either go back out like that, fine, or we want that longer swing out to there, because we're going to need it for that Pioneer seed. Now, let's get this guy. A little touchy. I think we're fine. Yes, lime. We'll set that up for line point 3. Boom, boom, boom. That's good. We can save that. That's what we wanted. Now, I probably should have did that in a different route color. You'll see why probably later when we run into trouble. And trying to make sure got everything set up right. Try to make sure I do the old course play correctly, which I think we did here. Trying to look, make sure change mode driving to destination. I feel like there's an actual course play one. I think it is that one. I think. Okay. Course play is on. So we'll go to last waypoint. Because that's on, it should find it. We should be good. Alright. There should be enough in there to get that field done. Now let's go after some other stuff we gotta work on. So we need our Kubota. Don't need the feed, but we do need the Kubota. Should be this side, right? So we got a use for our barley now. Kinda looked around at some pricing of things, and we might get a little crazy. Jump back in here. Barley. I'm only gonna fill this front one. By the way, you probably saw from the screenshot. EBY, or Generation Trailer. Nice little purchase. Holds a little less than our pace setter did. But these are just so much more functional. Also, that tarp up there should have not done that. A little suspicious. But the other purchase we made besides this trailer, those new bins, we've got seed production over here. So we're going to start producing our own seed. Think long term, save us some money. We got to continue to honor our Pioneer contract. Like I said, we got to buy at least one of those hopper bins worth the next couple of years. I think year 7 is technically over. So let's go in here. Barley, we're not seeing a lot of price, so I'm not too mad about it. I guess I can get a lot more in there, but we're gonna start that and start producing seed, and I will fill up front and back. Did not realize it took that much down there. So we'll go back to filling up our barley while our line is running, and hopefully, hopefully, it'll really? Having a little bit of a filling issue here. Drop this auger down. It's just something not triggering. If I pull up here, it should be able to. There we go. I was gonna say, is there just something weird going on there for a second with that one? Looks like we're sorted now. First one's full. We'll get the second hopper full. Then we'll go unload that down there. weird that stops working at times. So there we go. 1,100 bushels in here. That will go to good use. But yeah, it's still a little less. I think, what was it, 1,300 bushels we could get in the other one? We'll actually have to look when we load that fertilizer right there. I'll get this around and be interested to see how quick the seed produces in this. But it's good for the good to use the barley up this way. Like I said, we don't make a lot. We have a lot of barley, and I think in the end we can maybe see $60,000 what we have, the 3,000 bushels. Now that's unloading. I want to run over here. See what we get out of this. Rain finally stopped. So it's going to show me yards, of course. I don't think that's going to fill up. Come back over here. Are we maxed out? We are not maxed out. 1,600 bushels in there, which means we can run back and grab one more trailer full. We got 6 bushels of seed made, so not too bad production time wise. Probably should be coming downhill on this, but oh well. But no, it'd be nice to kind of use this up. Oh, so it won't be much barley left either once we get that all full in there. So we get one more truck full. There we go. And 1,100 bushels being moved with our new trailer, EBY. Trying to remember who released this. I know I saw it on Facebook, maybe. Is the only place I saw this get released on. Trying to think of the person that did it. I don't think it was LJR. I think it was somebody else. I think they shared it. That's how I saw it. But we get this unloaded. The only thing I noticed about this seed plant is it doesn't do well taking the fertilizer and herbicide from those containers. So something we'll have to figure out a better way to do it. Otherwise I gotta drive the little tankers over here each time. But if that's what we gotta do, that's what we gotta do. And that'll do it for this guy. So we'll get this put away. But you know what? We'll leave it out for right now. Because if that goes quick enough, I might need to refill it. Because we got probably, let's say, 283 bushels in this west field. Which I don't like that it does that. Another 613 there. So we'll shut that down. Like I said, we'll take a look at it. We don't have any more silage being worked out of that first one. Nothing really coming. I still got 258 yards there, 247, 243. So those will fill up. We're doing good. It's July. Second part of it, so we're rolling. So a little more room for barley, but I'm not worried about it. We'll let that run for a while, see how much it goes through, see where we get to. Herbicide doesn't seem to take too much. So it's 110.5. Produce 100 seeds. Digestate. We're out of digestate yet again. We got canola over there. Total mixed ration. We gotta take some hay down. And up here. So just ate slow and steady, as they say. So we'll shut that off. So we're not paying. Get some silage up there. Might run some over too, just to refill this up a little bit. But we'll run that right now. That'll create some digestate pretty quick. And then, yeah. Like I said, we just had a calf, another female, which is good. Thinking about adding a few more to this barn that we might go purchase today. And pretty much, like I said, we're in a good part of the year. We're rolling pretty well. Got all that hay up in the barn, which I think is where I'm going to pull a lot of that hay from. Solid fertilizer, it just keeps repeating itself, making the money. Got all that lime. Got 418,000 liters total of that. It's nice. We got some alfalfa bales we can sell when they go up. Right now they're all about $10 less than what they should be. But in the end, make about 80,000. We'll make sure next time it's all alfalfa hay. Get that top dollar value out of it too. And I want to go down here. I'm not seeing alright, so he's right here. So that still did not trigger that auger. So right now, this auger should have triggered. Like so. I don't know why I did not. So that means he is still working on stuff down here. We'll just kind of cycle through. Actually, you know what? These guys probably need straw right now. I should make sure that all our cows are good to go. So they're good on straw food at the main barnyard. The beef farm, plenty of food and straws all set. It'll be topped off shortly. There it is. The other thing I want to do is we're going to send this back to the main farm, or the beef farm, because he can drill. Get this loaded, because we want to put grass in over there in those two fields. Let's just go to silo 1, get it closest to the shed. And on his way he goes. And we're gonna stop him before he runs into the train. That's the first time in a long time I think I've had that happen. So close call there. We survived. So he's going. I want to enter into him. And we will take a look. So we actually need to get a value. So I'm going to purchase that. Got money gone there. It says we're still up 7,000, almost 8,000. So it is loamy. pH level not terrible there. So I can live with that. But this will do as well. It's gonna be grass, so it's not make or break. We gotta repurchase. Soil permission up there. They could use some pH up there too. Then might as well, while we're here, get all the fields we kind of haven't been on top of. These in here starting to get dark now. So that one, after we take the beans off, we'll have to definitely reevaluate. This one, alfalfa, I think we're okay for now. I'm not too worried about it. Like I said, pH level will be pretty solid across this field. We'll probably jump out when we get up here. Just because it looks like our other tractor's finally here, which we'll have do some direct seeding. I thought about maybe tilling this all in. Don't think we really need to do it. I think being because it's grass, direct seed, get everything on the same page, and we'll be fine. So now, I guess I'll start walking this way because he should be ripping in here pretty quickly. There's some uneven stuff back here we'll have to smooth out a little bit. Got no manure in there. Kind of crazy how we cooked that. So here he comes. We'll jump in. We'll get hooked on to that cedar. Thank you. We'll change that over to grass. I'll swing this out now that we're out of there. This unfolded. Like I said, we'll direct seed. Shouldn't interfere with the lime guy. Clear that course. Great job. Perfect. Sees it. Course generator. I like to bring it down a little bit. Headlands. Let's just do 2. I think they can make that turnaround work. I could be wrong, but you never know. So it's actually a lot of turnarounds. So I stand corrected. We will go to 3. Give a little more of a buffer. Keep them smooth. I'm fine with that. We will save that. Didn't mean to bump the mic there. Don't have much saved in there. Field 3, 9. Cedar. Boom. Reverse and let it run. Like I said, we'll get everything on the same growth cycle for this one. Should have plenty here. And I think fertilizer won't go crazy. And I'm not too worried if it did. You can always go back over it with digestate. Looks like he's almost there. Got a couple patches. A couple strips left. So this is running good. I'm gonna actually hop in to this vehicle because I want to see if he'll actually fill up correctly this time, or if that's just a bad auger setup for it, which is honestly what it could be. It could be that auger just not activating unless you're physically on it, which will be unfortunate. We'll have to probably figure something else out. I don't think it's the silos because I feel like we've used those silos in other series and had no problem shifting under them and refilling. And I really should just take a day, a little tougher now with a kid, but I should take a day to just go through and properly set up this course by throwing in the gold lines here and there, some of the brown lines, maybe even blue. Just kind of have it all set up where it runs a little smoother and everything's not taking the big loops. So ideally we want to use the main part of the barn or yard as the travel point and not have them go down these back paths. Especially when we build down below to the herbicide and fertilizer, liquid fertilizer holds. Which, by the way, somebody recently commented on that. So, it is definitely the auger. So it doesn't register the point, which is unfortunate. So we have to constantly redo this. If you know a method to override that part and keep it running, I know there's a way to do it. I almost want to say it's legit course play, but I feel like if I put him on the same thing, there won't be a problem. So if that's running, we'll have to look it up. There's definitely a way to do it, and I feel like we've done it before. Maybe I'm thinking FS19 that I used to do it, but there's definitely a method to the madness there. So we'll have to look into that. That's pretty much, I mean, this should suffice us for July. Unless we purchase some more land. We're at 819,000 after some of my purchases. Let's look at any other crops ready. Field 6. What is field 6? Field 6 is also soybeans. Field 9 will be harvesting corn. I'm excited for that. That's oat across the road. Which they have not harvested yet. One of the fields we wouldn't mind purchasing. Field 17 just cultivated, sitting there. But I would like to purchase, and I think too, if I was to purchase field 32, I don't know if I would try to connect it with 33 first, or if I would go field 31, clean out that hedgerow, a little bit of a hedgerow between 32 and 31, and just connect those. I mean, in the real world, you could go 32. What do those cost? 210, 120. That's 330. 650 for those 3 plots. That might actually be, if we don't buy field 17, that might need to be our next purchase. 650,000. Yeah, we got some labor of love. Actually, you know what? There's a creek between them. So I guess it would actually be right there. So 430 between those two. 25 acres, 9.9. So we're going to call that 10. 35 acres. There you get 17. Alright, so yeah. We would probably do 31, 30. Clear out all the stuff in between. That's still cheaper than we go up to here. 50 acres though. 544. Tough. Tough. It's not a bad one to have. I mean, we're making progress though. We're getting there. We start taking out that corner. We're pretty good. That one's 24 acres at 297. Kinda wanna buy that. More beans. And I could probably take out both of those, but we'll see when we cross that path. Which probably will happen sooner than later, but no, actually let's go visit this point, because I'm pretty sure there is a ditch. Not a floating tree, but there's not a ditch there. So actually, there is no ditch here, which makes me think this might be the push. That's soybeans. This is cotton. We're not growing cotton. And then oat. I think we gotta do it. I think this is the push. I think we buy these 3 plots. We get a little crazy. And then our fall work is cleaning this up. So we get out that, clean this edge here, clean this hedge here, clean the hedges here. The cotton I don't care about. Yeah, it sucks. But we'll get rid of that. And then this will be soybean. So we'll get like a quarter back just from the 2 crops and what we can use them for and stuff. But I think that's the play. I really think we need to buy it now. At least the oat. I think we need to buy field 31, and I think we need to harvest it. Because that is oat, right? Yeah, that's oat. Yeah, yield. The yield's low, but I bet you I can get that price for it. So, I think that's our plan. Let's do it. You know what? That's 310. We own it. We own it. And while we're here, I want to look at one more thing. This little piece right here, drainage, we can run some tile and clean that up too. I mean, essentially that's what we want to do anyways. We want to get that creek, we can tile everything down. So yeah, we're going to do that, and then we're going to clean out the tree line. Clean out this tree line. We'll purchase this field, clean up that island. And then the goal is to purchase this field and clean out all this hedge. I think that's pretty fair. Puts us in a good boat. This guy's done his work, which I appreciate. We're just gonna cut up through here. Yeah, so we spent some more money. We'd love to see it. Give these guys a little bath. But I think that's the plan. Because we can clean that up. I don't know, for some reason I thought there was more separating those fields than what there was. And I guess I kind of got stuck looking up, too focused on looking up at the north. Long, straight field. When yeah, a little work, we can make something great down here. So that's what we're going to do, because that's a good chunk of land all in one there. Then honestly, you know, then we look at that longer field up north next. Try to get this cleaned up here. This grime out of here. A lot of buildup. That's what happens when you use lime. Alright. Might as well give the 365 a little spray down as well. We're good to go. That. Park this. I think we'll have to get the harvester out. I don't think we really had anything else we had to do the rest of the day, but now we will have some harvesting to do. A little unplanned, but on a good note. Actually, you know what I will need? I am definitely going to need the auger for this one. The auger wagon. I will say the wear rate on this versatile is quite something. I'll grab the Kinsey, we'll get this out here ready to go. A little bit of a rocky turn there. Do some smoothing. I didn't think I was going to need this for a while, but it's a purchase that's worth it. Good on fuel. Right across from the yard, so it's, I think overall this is a good purchase. Just me, I know. Trying to think of the easiest way for us to get right in there. I'm gonna drive the truck right up next to it. Or actually, the truck would go in best. Right there. I'm gonna park this guy here for now. Run back up here. Get our honeybee. That was latched up. We'll be able to drive that right in there, I think, and do a quick loop. And technically, we could have hooked it up over here in this yard. But my luck, something would have happened. We would have hit a sign or further damaged something and would have never heard the end of it from the town. Town still gets pretty upset with us, but we do have a permit to sell seed now, which I hadn't yet mentioned, but we can sell seed out of Sedalia. So my intention is to do just that. Let's see if all this practice of backing this thing up, even though we're on a little bit of a hill, I think we're doing pretty good there. Oh yeah, I think you have no problem hooking up to that. That's perfect. Let's go see this guy's at. Fertilizer down to 49%. Starting to use fertilizer in this field over here, or this section that was new to us, I think. Grass 85, so not really burning through the seeds. I'm good with that. Let's go back up over here. Unhook the EBY. I honestly can't remember if we have any solid fertilizer left in this. Which I've seen a few other ones now out there that look pretty nice, so we might end up making an upgrade on that too. I think we're gonna get to the part we might have to start running 2 planters or 2 seeders. So we got some fertilizer left. That's good. We'll get this over to the other yard. We can refill that. Top off the seed as well. We're gonna refill those bins to get over there with our fertilizer, so we might not sell some for a little bit. But I'm okay with it. It is what it is in the end. And we've hit the train again coming up here. So that continues to happen, which is kind of wild. But there it goes. It's gone by. Only goes one way, so we don't have to worry about looking. Still thinking about putting solar fields down there and maybe over here. Gonna have to look into the price of that again. I think it was like only 90,000. Not bad. Just gets us another steady income, and maybe that's what we'll do this episode, because it looks like there's cotton down there, and we can take care of that. If we don't do it this episode, I'll do it offline, get everything situated for us, and good to go. Should probably just try to link up with him now. Yeah. He's over there, skipping rows. So we'll wait till they call for fertilizer and seed. Like I said, we'll top off both. That should get them through that. One would hope. But it'll be good now. Have a field right over here as well. Looks like we may have to do some smoothing on it now. We'll see how that honeybee header does on it. Hopefully won't miss much. So I kind of need to make this the main loop just right here. Then you gotta make everything secondary paths. Just to keep everything at a distance. And not have it running through the tough spots of the yard. I think that also helps those workers kind of find their path a little easier than having 30 different mathematical equations to figure out. So we'll shut that off. So waiting on him for the call. We're in pretty good shape. I'm gonna harvest these first, clean the tree lines out of there, and then we'll purchase the land. And as you know, we have no loans currently. If we wanted to take a loan, we could take one for $6 million. Crazy. We could buy a lot with $6 million. I don't think we've ever had that much in our bank account. At least on this series. Let's take a look through things. So we're down at 21,000 liters of barley, which it's expected. Seeds. On a good time in January, they're about almost 1,100 bucks per 1,000 liters or so. That's not bad at all. Use that to our advantage, make some money. Producing some milk again, which is nice. And actually, you know what? That might be the next thing we do. Kind of close out this episode. Is I think we're going to send this guy to the animal dealer. And buy a couple more dairy cows. There's another dairy farm I saw somewhere around town. Kind of tempting. I don't know why he's trying to go that way. He got you on this course, buddy. Like I said, we gotta move some hay down too. And that's why we need to set up those alternate courses. Or change the priority of the course would be probably the better wording for that situation. Not really sure what to do if we were to purchase that land. That could be another little shed area, I guess, or something like that. So we'll give him a second. Can't really plant anything right now other than the usual alfalfa. Rye can't touch till September. Barley in August. No, barley in September. We can harvest next June. So knowing that we're going to be making our own seed, barley, pretty decent quantities, and straw. So I'm thinking that might be the plan for across the road next year, is have that all be barley. We are able to connect those three plots together. That's what I'm thinking would be a good move on our part. But we shall see. Now we're here, making good headway. Probably have to go through, clean up the corners, just the way this thing operates. 35% fertilizer, so still 1.5 yards. Not terrible. So we'll wait for that guy to hit the mark, and at the animal dealer, we'll load them up, send them back, just so you guys can see what we purchased for Holsteins, and then we will probably call that an episode here, because I think I've been actually filming for quite a while. I've been using the NVIDIA record feature, which is usually what I've been doing over the years instead of OBS. But the only problem is I sometimes don't always hit the clock to see how long I've actually been recording. But it's been pretty good feedback, I would say, from longer episodes that you guys have watched. But yeah, so it looks like the truck is stuck. It's not there yet, but I think we're going to call it quits here anyway, because I'm pretty sure we're running close to an hour. But we'll purchase those Holsteins and start next episode. Until next time, Farmer Taz, out.